So you may not be where you want to be, but you're past where you were. Or in other words, ymnbwywtbbypwyw. Before coming into university, I guess you can say that I had a lot of hopes and dreams. So by now I should have an app, I should have 5 streams of passive income and a stable 3-year relationship. And obviously some of these have not materialized. Actually all of them haven't materialized. And I only have myself to blame. So I definitely had a lot of dreams. And the thing about dreams is that the more you have, or the bigger you dream, the more you just set yourself up for the eventual disappointment. And that is exactly what I found out. Because life's the same and I'm just me. I'm still the same dude who posted a video on YouTube 3 years ago, and I'm still the same guy. I'm still going to school, exercising less frequently than I would like, getting a bit too distracted, and rinse and repeat. So some dreams I've put on hold, some dreams I've just forgotten about, and others I fall in and out of love with them. But unfortunately, the common denominator is that these dreams are still dreams, and I haven't really done anything to sort of work towards them and make them not dreams anymore. So it's internship application season now, and honestly the only thing it's doing is reminding me that I'm not exactly where I want to be. And every day I find myself scrolling on LinkedIn, and this feeling of inadequacy, it just sort of grows greater and greater. And when I think back to myself before university, 2 years ago, very young, naive, innocent, I can't help but wonder if that version of me would be proud of who I am now, or where I am now. But because I have participation trophy mentality, I would just like to think that my past self is proud of me for trying, because I am proud of myself for trying. What else am I gonna do? And as for the dreams that remain dreams, nobody's really keeping track, right, besides myself. And I think if I can fulfill the dream I had when I was 14 years old of solving a Rubik's Cube within 5 seconds, I think that's perfectly fine. I'll be able to live with myself. And it's just a sign of growing up, because not everything is so idealistic, or over time our priorities, concerns, our worries change, and sometimes you just have to devote energy to more pressing concerns rather than these sort of dreams. So I think it's perfectly fine to have to give up on our dreams sometimes. But anyways, times like this, when I like to watch my favorite sporting moment in the history of sports, which is the 400 meters Rio Olympics. And this is when Wade Van Niekerk set the world record from lane 8. And if you guys aren't familiar with track, basically it's a big deal. If you're in lane 8, that would be the most disadvantageous because you can't see where your competitors are. So effectively you're just running your own race, focusing on your own strides and your own splits. And that's exactly what Van Niekerk did. And in the end, he surpassed his own expectations and even the world's. So in a similar vein, I guess, maybe I just need to focus on myself. Try to focus on the more pressing concerns, like figuring out how I'm gonna edit this video and getting a good 7-8 hours of sleep afterwards, because I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't been getting that at all. And ultimately I just want to make sure that the place where I want to be is a product of my own decisions, my own personal desires, and not really the amalgamation or the outcome of comparing myself to my external environment. So yeah, in life we really can't control a lot of things. We can only control the things that we do. And I'm a firm believer in the saying that what you get out of something is how much you put into it in the first place, or like you reap what you sow. So you know what? I will do what I can to make sure my process is as good as it can be. So that means owning my own work-life balance, just focusing on myself and taking things day by day, 1 day, 2 days at a time. And most importantly, I just guess that I want to make sure my future self is proud of who or where or what I am now. So you may not be where you want to be, but at least you're past where you were, and I think we all deserve a little bit of credit for that, because it's harder than it seems, like genuinely. So hopefully with time we'll all get a little bit closer to where we want to be.